With a draw, question now is how much has he learnt from it, and is he going to be able to impose his perhaps more methodical, upright boxing style, traditional kind of German style fighter against the more bull-like, physically robust Roberto Santos?
Well, it is all about Britsch keeping Santos at bay, isn't it, John? Just working behind that tight defence, keep speeding that jab out. Plenty mobile. This
fight at middleweight, Santos, a former Spanish super middleweight champion, maybe naturally, physically, is perhaps the bigger guy. Certainly the further this fight went last time around, the more Santos came on strong.
Yeah. It just depends on how Britsch takes the first few rounds, isn't it? You know, he'd not just be content just picking his shots, just nice sharp shots like that, just to wear Santos out a little bit so he can't come on as stronger as he did in the last fight.
Britsch said after the fight that he was suffering from leg cramps around about the 8th round and that he was struggling with his mobility thereafter, which I guess would be a valid excuse. Santos just felt he was sawn off by the judges.
Yeah, well, you always feel, don't you, in a close fight that it's always going to go to the home fighter. But Britsch is, you know, controlling the fight behind his jab, though Santos just get through with a sharp little right hand.
Looks nice and confident, Britsch, very well coached. He's got the 70-year-old grey eminence of German boxing, Uli Wegner, in his corner, and they'll have studied the first fight in depth, of course, and tried to take lessons from it.
Well, they wouldn't have took the return, would they, John, if they didn't fancy they could do a better job this time around. And obviously we all know that Santos fancies the fight.
It's going to be a question of whether or not Santos can walk him down as he did in the first time around and just make his strength tell.
Well, I think that's possible if Britsch keeps throwing that jab the way he is. He's just placing it, isn't he, rather than throwing it out there, and I think that's something that Santos can walk through or counter easily.
That's more like it.
Yeah, good shots.
Nice sharp punches from Britsch, and the crowd like.
Santos.
Want to be taking those. It's a nice confident start from the German. Santos has been inconsistent over the years. He'd lost 2 in 3 fights before that draw against Britsch last time around. He's kind of got the sort of record which suggests that as he moves up in class, he can raise his game. But that's an opening round for the German, no question.
Yeah, without a doubt, John. He controlled it with his jab again, moved quite well laterally. And Santos has really done a lot of pressure with his feet. Nothing else.
Aber dann selbstsicher sein, nicht so ängstlich. Führungsanteil auch mal druckvoll wie zulassen von ihm, ne?
I know, speaking to Dean Powell, he rates this guy very, very highly.
Well, it's good for a young professional to have such an experienced guy in the corner. He'll know and seen everything in the game. So I'm sure he's giving him sound advice.
Got a lot of time for Uli Wegner as well.
Well, there you go then. If Denny Mancini and Dean Powell think he's a good trainer, then that's a given.
Into the second round then. Britsch on the left-hand side of your picture. The German against the Spaniard Roberto Santos.
Santos again has just come
on. He needs to raise his game. Didn't do much, did he, in the opening 3 minutes?
Yeah, but you tend to think that he's better than that, don't you, John?
Yeah, absolutely.
But Britsch is moving pretty well, isn't he, at the moment? He's moved from side to side. Obviously, he's very rigid, as most German boxers are, but his legs are moving quite well at the moment. Just not giving Santos time to set himself.
Santos hasn't really got through with too much at all. Yeah, that's good hand speed.
Yeah, nice one to just shift the attack down to the body. It's obviously a tactic for Santos to wear Britsch down again.
Now he gets through, perhaps almost for the first time. A couple of good body shots from Santos, but every time Britsch lands, of course, the crowd responds. Howard Foster among the judges tonight. Star referee of the British game. Daniel van der Wiel's been around the European game for a long time, hasn't he, the Belgian ref?
Yeah, that's right.
He's got a lot of respect.
Yeah, I did recognise his name when it came up. Britsch, that's it. Britsch just keeps throwing out that jab. Nice little uppercut there, John. This is where Santos needs to roll low and throw his punches high.
Good work again from Britsch, in and out and making his punches tell. Looks really sharp so far.
Yeah, he does. His concentration is very good, isn't it? Santos is just guilty of plodding a little bit, isn't he, John? He's not really putting too much pressure on Britsch.
He looks altogether too respectful so far, and he's allowing rounds to slip away and not really making anything competitive. That's 2 rounds already straight into the bag for Dominick Britsch.
Das ist doch gut so, schränkt doch nicht an, ne? Ruhig, atmen, schön tief atmen. Hopp, 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 hopp. Du boxst der Ball so wie Rudolf. Komm her, mein Junge.
It's listed to produce more of the same, keeps on with the same pattern. It's going to be his fight.
Yeah, and I think it's he'll be happy with the work, won't he? I think it's Santos who has to change his tactics, has to be a bit more assertive.
Immer wieder rausgehen.
So 3rd round of this fight for the vacant EU middleweight title. It's a 12-rounder. And Britsch, the home fighter, the German, going well so far. Santos, well, he's come out looking more purposeful, hasn't he? I'm sure that his corner will have told him, you simply cannot afford to carry on as you have been doing.
No, well, knowing what happened the last time, he knows he can't give away too many rounds. Can't gift Britsch too many rounds. If he does come on later on in the fight, then it might not be enough. So he has to win as many rounds as he can, which means being more assertive, more lateral movement as he's moving forward.
Britsch hasn't really got through yet. Now he does at last.
Yeah, that's the thing. Even when he's not throwing punches, honestly, when he does, then he lets go with 3 or 4. So they don't all get through, but some of them are scoring shots.
These punches from Britsch in this round have been taken on the gloves by Santos. A quiet round thus far. That's better. Santos at last getting into range and managing to land in the scoring area.
He just needs more of it, doesn't he? Needs just to cut the ring off a little bit better, which means more urgency with the front foot.
Britsch, for the most part, so far has been able to fight his fight. He likes it like this, keep it at range.
Yeah, and the pace has slowed down a little bit. Good left hook there, though, by Santos, John.
Yeah, needed it. Needs some telling punches. Needs to get into this fight.
Just a little reminder for Britsch that he has to be on his game.
That's not the first time he's been warned for that right hand straying low. Better round this one for Santos.
It is, John. I don't think it's enough, but it is a better round.
Certainly closer. But Britsch hearing the clap on the side of the ring, indicating we're into the last 10 seconds. Straight away produces a little flurry, which maybe catches the judge's eyes.
Yeah, I think he done that throughout the round, didn't he? You know, he didn't. There wasn't much